So, very good evening to all my dear students and all the viewers of this particular platform. Welcome all of you to CLC NDA qualifying section questions. तो आप सभी को पता है कि ये जो वीडियो हम शूट किया है, it's all the total information regarding the answers of all those questions that have been asked in the previous year NDA, starting from 2021 to 2024. We have segregated the total number of questions into three groups. Especially I'm talking about English because I am the English faculty of CLC and I handle almost plenty of students, huge number of students, starting from the pre-foundation, starting from the foundation, target, NDA, and there are so many other things that I handle. Now, I have answered all the questions in three categories. First is the comprehension and composition section. Second, the vocabulary and the other part there, common errors, vocabulary and common errors. And the third part is the grammar. So I have segregated these three sections and all the questions have been implanted accordingly. So go through those questions. As you all know that any upcoming exams of the NDA, questions might have the chance to get repeated. दोबारा रिपीट कर सकते हैं क्वेश्चंस. तो मैं तो कहूंगा कि इन क्वेश्चंस को अच्छी तरह से दिमाग में सेट कर लीजिए और इनके आंसर्स को दिमाग में फिट कर लीजिए कि इनमें से अगर इधर उधर होके भी कोई एक सवाल आपको मिल जाए तो उसका गलत आंसर नहीं आना चाहिए. एंड स्पेशली जबकि आपको पता ही है कि एनडीए का जो लेवल है इट्स नॉट सो बैड एट ऑल. इवन टफ भी नहीं है, यू कैन डू इट इजीली. जस्ट आपकी जो बेसिक नॉलेज है ऑफ इंग्लिश वो सही होना चाहिए. एंड 50 क्वेश्चंस यू हैव टू आंसर. तो मेरा कहना है कि सारे स्टूडेंट्स, if you feel like that you want to be a part of NDA, come and join CLC. I assure you to give you a successful career in this particular platform of NDA. Thank you and have a nice day. Okay, so very good morning to all the viewers of this platform. Welcome to CLC. तो NDA के comprehension और composition section बाकी है. बाकी के दो वीडियोस पहले भी आ चुका है जिसमें आपकी वोकैबुलरी, ग्रामर सेक्शन एंड कॉमन एरर सेक्शन कंप्लीट कर दिया गया. आज आपकी कॉम्पोजिशन एंड कॉम्प्रिहेंशन सेक्शन को कंप्लीट कर देंगे पूरे सेशन को. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. तो पहला क्वेश्चन है, तो इसको हमें बेस्ट ऑल्टरनेटिव चूज करना है. तो प्रीति सजेस्ट्स दैट आई आस्क, क्योंकि ये देखो प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट है तो दैट के बाद भी प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट रखना बेटर होगा. दैट आई आस्क योर एडवाइस. करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज 4 डी 1 का. We saw the oldest monument in the city. बाकी सारे structures गलत है. तो best option is we saw the oldest monument in the city. Since we have been touring all day, you must be tired. आप थक गए होंगे. You must be tired. 3A. His condition is serious, but ये और भी बदतर हो सकता था. It could be worse. I hope the bus comes soon because we have been waiting for an hour. B. Someone has spilt juice on the sofa. Someone, singular, यानी A. Someone has spilt juice on the sofa. 6 ka A. 7. What would you do? What would you do if you found your lost toy? तो देखो ये would plus main verb के first form और if clause, that means past indefinite. Find found हो गया, तो correct option is A. What would you do if you found your lost toy? Number 8. If I were you, अगर मैं आप होते, I would not buy that dress. मैं उस कपड़े को नहीं खरीदते. I would not buy that dress. Correct option is B. I wish I could help you. काश मैं आपकी मदद कर सकता. I wish I could help you. The efforts of these security services have not been quite up to the mark. यानी जितना होना चाहिए उतना नहीं. Not up to the mark. Not been quite up to the mark. Number D, 10 का. A white lie. अच्छा, idioms का मीनिंग बताना है. सफेद झूठ. तो ऐसा झूठ जिसे कोई चोट ना पहुंचे, किसी को बुरा ना लगे, इस तरह की झूठ. A lie you tell to avoid hurting someone. Correct option is D. Bad blood. Bad blood means feeling of hatred between people. No. Fatal accident. No. A situation which goes from bad to worse. No. To accept the unpleasant situation. तो ये है bad blood. जब हम किसी unpleasant situation को स्वीकार कर लेते हैं. Feeling of hatred between people, bad blood, गलत. A fatal accident, गलत. A situation which goes from bad to worse, गलत. To accept the unpleasant situation, correct option 12D. Count your blessings. Count your blessings, that means, okay, to start understand how badly something has affected you, an event which gradually becomes worse, to be grateful for good things in your life, count your blessings. तो आभार व्यक्त करना कि आपके जीवन के साथ कुछ अच्छा हुआ हो, तो उसके आभार व्यक्त करना is count your blessings. Correct option 13C. Have the last laugh. आखिरी हंसी हंसना. ये वो जो है जो अंडरडॉग होते हैं और आखिरी हंसी हंसते हैं. To succeed when others thought you would not. 14B. Sit on the fence. That means to delay making a decision. निर्णय नहीं ले पा रहा हूं. ऐसे स्थिति में we sit on the fence. The correct option is C. 15C. Okay, so it's a passage. Passage को read out नहीं करूंगा, इसका straight answers बता देता हूं. Sorry. Okay, 16. What, according to the passage, is the unwelcome form of the globalization? That means unwelcome form. तो unwelcome form यहां पे आपके one globalization of the diseases, yani one only. According to the passage, globalization of health has become imperative due to the indiscriminate use of antibiotic. Globalization of health has become imperative due to the globalization of disease. Nahi, the creation of numeric. No, the indiscriminate use of antibiotics. Number D. According to the passage, resurgent diseases are affected by medical practices. Only one. Emergence of new strains, that means 1 and 3, dono. Emergence of new strains, C. According to the passage, many new diseases are emerging due to the change in land and use, because humans become adaptive and pass on their genes to related bacteria by way of plasmid transfer. Correct option C. What is the meaning of the word epidemiology in the passage? ये होता है scientific study of the spread and control of diseases, which means 20 का B. Okay, तो ये है closed test. Most of our food comes from agriculture, so we tend to believe that it is independent of natural biota. Independent of natural biota, but this is not true. In nature, some plants and animals are continuously subjected. The 21 ka A, 22 ka C and 23 ka D. To the rigors of natural selection, only the fittest survive. Consequently, while populations have numerous traits for competitiveness, resistance to parasites, adaptable to adverse situations, and other aspects of vigor. In contrast, populations grown for many generations. So इस हिसाब से 24A, 25C, 26A and 27D. Under the pampered conditions of agriculture, tend to lose these traits because they are selected for production, not resilience. For example, a high producing plant that lacks resistance to drought is irrigated, and the resistance to drought is ignored. Also, in the process of breeding plants for maximum production, all genetic variation is eliminated. तो इस हिसाब से 28 हो गया C, 29 हो गया C and 30 B. Okay, PQRS. So the correct answer is the Right to Education Act RTE mandates okay, तो हो गया the Right to Education Act mandates good quality elementary education conforming to the standards and norms of specified in the Act as a fundamental right to all children. The correct option is R, P, S and Q. Correct option is B. Next, 32. Music not only relieves the burden on children and the young, but also alleviates the conflicts and disputes in their mind. The correct answer is Q, R, S and P. Q, R, S, P. So correct option is Q, R, S, P. Number 1, 32 ka. Okay. Antarctica is a continent nearly twice as large as Australia, but it is virtually covered by a dome-shaped ice sheet nearly 2 miles thick. The correct option होंगे QRPS. QRPS. The correct option is 1A, 33A. Next. Okay, so the correct answer is the G20 was formed in 1999 as a forum of finance ministers and central bank governors in recognition of the fact that there was a major shift in the global economic weight from the advanced economies. The correct answer होंगे SRQP. SRQP. Correct option is D, 4. SRQP. SRQP. So 33 हो गया A and 33 हो गया D. 35. India is the third largest fish producing and the second largest aquaculture nation in the world, and India's products are exported to many nations. The correct answer हो गया S, R, P and Q. S, R, P and Q. Correct option is A. 35 का A. Okay, this is the passage once again. इसका आंसर कर देते हैं. Which one of the following does not belong to the biotic community? तो biotic community में human भी आएंगे, bush भी आएंगे, protozoa आएंगे, लेकिन biotic community में water नहीं आएंगे. The correct option of 36 is A. The nature of the biotic community largely depends on abiotic components. Only two. B, 37B, 36A, 37B. Which of the following is not an abiotic factor? So, temperature abiotic, humidity abiotic, moisture abiotic. Sirf algae is not abiotic, which means C, 38C. In the passage, the word aquatic community, aqua means water. Aquatic community refers to biotic community found in water. So that is the correct answer, 39B. Species are defined on the basis of similarities and differences, both. उनमें अंतर क्या है और उसमें सिमिलैरिटीज पर तो है ही डेफिनेटली, और उनमें क्या अंतर होता है, डिफरेंसेस, स्पीशीज में अंतर भी देखना पड़ता है, बोथ. तो आई विल गो विथ सी, 40C. ओके, QRNS. ओके, तो इसका सही स्ट्रक्चर होंगे. द फंडामेंटल राइट्स आर बेसिक राइट्स एंड इंक्लूड बेसिक फ्रीडम्स गारंटीड टू द इंडिविजुअल. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया Q, S, P, R, QSPR. Correct option is A, 41A. Okay, तो इसका होंगे the Indian nation is the product. The Indian nation is the product of a historical process that has been in the making for many millennia. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया S R Q and P. S R Q P. The correct option is A. S R Q P. 42 का A, 41 का A. ओके, तो इसका करेक्ट आंसर हो गया इंडियाज इंडिपेंडेंस रिप्रेजेंटेड an epoch that was imbued for its people the start of once again, India's independence represented an epoch with the vision for its people, an epoch that was imbued with a new vision for its people. No. India's independence represented for its people the start of an epoch that was imbued with a new vision. Yes, the correct option ho gaya India's independence represented for its people the start of an epoch that was imbued with a new vision. S Q P R. S Q P R. Correct option is A. 43. 44. All the students have been instructed to be present before the principal for a discussion on the forthcoming science and mathematics exhibition. तो correct option हो गया S R Q P. S R Q P. Correct option is C. 44C. तो 43 हो गया A and 44 हो गया C. 45. With the selection of another player, the team now has 2 bowlers and 2 batsmen. With the selection of another player to the new team, the team now has 2 bowlers and 2 batsmen respectively. So correct option हो गया R, Q, S and P. R, Q, S, P. The correct option is C. 45C. तो ये है आपको improve the sentence. He paused for a few moments. He paused, रुक गया कुछ समय काल के लिए. He paused for a few moments. तो correct option 46B. Late at night, a car broke down on the highway. 47A. All these countries signed the treaty except Germany and France. 48B. I reminded her to turn off the lights at night. मैंने उनको याद दिलाया कि रात को सोते वक्त लाइट बुझाया करें. To turn off the lights at night. They told us about the woman who lived next door. 50 का C. I'll see you at the end of February. At the end of February, I'll see you. So 51A. I dislike films that have sad endings. 52B. The thieves denied stealing the money. Correct option of 53B. Did you drop in to see Sunita on your way home? Correct option B, 54B. Did you like to meet her? Would you like to meet her? The correct option is 55B. The Earth's climate is continually changing and evolving. Some of these changes have been due to natural causes, but others can be. So 56 ho gaya B, 57A. But others can be attributed to human practical activities. Number C, such as deforestation, emission from industry and transport, etc., which have led to the accumulation, D, 59D, accumulation of gases and aerosols in the atmosphere, 60C. तो 58 हो गया C, 59D and 60C. As आगे चलते थोड़ा सा, हाँ, these gases are known as greenhouse gases because they trap heat and बढ़ाते हैं rise air temperatures near the ground, acting like a greenhouse on the surface of the planet, 62D. In order to create and strengthen the scientific and analytical capacity for assessment, तो हो गया 61C, 62D and 63A. For assessment of climate change in the country, different studies under Climate Change Action Program are initiated. Have been initiated or are initiated. Many important bilateral and multilateral meetings and negotiations are held at regular intervals. तो 64 हो गया B, 65 हो गया B. Once again a passage, तो इसका आंसर डायरेक्ट कर देते हैं. Why, according to the writer, can't people be motivated to use a resource prudently? What, according to the writers, cannot people be motivated? जिससे आप motivate नहीं कर सकते लोगों को to use a resource prudently when they feel the others may overuse the resource. The correct option is one only. जब लोगों को लगे कि दूसरा इसका यूज कर लेगा, तब उसे आप प्रूडेंटली यूज करने के लिए मोटिवेट नहीं कर सकते कि आप अगर नहीं करोगे तो दूसरा उसका यूज कर लेगा. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन है 66 का A. When do people use resource exhaustively? Exhaustively तब करते हैं when they desire desperately for sustainable development, 67 का D. The self-interest of people affects the use of renewable resources affirmatively. 68C. People rooted in a locality consume resources freely. Consume resources freely. 69D. Which among the following is the closest in meaning with the word deplete, which means exhaust? 70A. So 68C, 69D, and 70A. Okay, I make at least 3 drafts of a song because I feel when you write something, you remember it better. The correct option हो गया S, P, Q, R. S, P, Q, R नहीं है. तो next option देखते हैं. Okay, sorry, S, P, R, Q. S, P, R, Q. I make at least 3 drafts of a song because I feel when you write something, you remember it better. That means S, P, R, Q. Yes. First option. 71A. A gunman who held a hostage for hours in the shop demanded ransom of 10 lakh. तो हो गया Q, R, P, S. Q, R, P, S. 72C. Ukraine has urged its citizens citizens living in Russia to leave the country immediately. The correct option हो गया R, P, S, Q. R, P, S, Q. Correct option is B, 73B. So 72C and 73B. Cyclone Amity crashed into the southern coast of Madagascar in the early hours, ripping roofs of houses and raising fears of flooding and food shortages in the region. The correct option हो गया R, Q, P and S. R, Q, P, S. Correct option is C, 74C. We need to utilize the resources of water for different purposes while ensuring that its natural ecology is protected and aquatic life thrives. The correct option हो गया Q, R, Q, R, S and P. Q, R, S, P. The correct option is C, 75C. The poor visibility due to fog made the movement of the traffic very difficult. Q, S, R, P. Q, S, R, P. Correct option is D, 76D. There are multiple legal avenues for the patients to indict, but rarely it is the other way. नहीं. Multiple legal avenues for the patients to indict the doctors. Okay, तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया देयर आर मल्टीपल लीगल एवेन्यूज फॉर द पेशेंट्स टू इंडिक्ट द डॉक्टर्स बट रेयरली इट इज द अदर वे राउंड. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया आर, पी, एस एंड क्यू. करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज बी, 77B. Life is a solo flight and each person makes his or her own journey. R, P, S and Q. R, P, S, Q. Correct option is C, 78C. Technology and equipment has, adoption of the latest technologies and equipment has made it evolve into a rare center of excellence. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया S, Q, P and R. SQPR. Correct option is C. So 78C, 79C. If you have any complaint to be made in response to this notice, please mark the same to the concerned authority. करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया R, Q, P and S. R, Q, P, S. Correct option is D, 80D. The lion's share, ज्यादातर हिस्सा. The largest and the best part of something. Spills the bean, राज का खुलासा कर देना. Reveal a secret. Cook someone's goose, किसी के काम बिगाड़ना, यानी to spoil others' plans. So हो गया 81B, 82A and 83C. Disappear into thin air, यानी अचानक गायब हो जाना. Disappears suddenly. 84D. Put the screws on, यानी किसी को मजबूर करना कुछ कार्य को करवाने के लिए. That means the best option to go for is forcing someone to do what you. Sit on the fence, किसी का पक्ष नहीं लेना है. Avoiding taking sides. 86C. Be as sharp as a tag. It means very clever. A clever person. 87D. So 84D, 85A, 86C and 87D. From pillar to post. एक स्थान से दूसरे स्थान तक. शुरू से लेके अंत तक. To keep moving from one place to another. 88B. हित रॉबिन्सन, यानी किसी आसान काम को करने के लिए बहुत ज्यादा मैकेनिज्म. हित रॉबिन्सन यानी वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड सिस्टम ऑफ मशीन फॉर डूइंग अ सिंपल टास्क. इजी काम को करने के लिए कॉम्प्लिकेटेड मशीनों का यूज करना. हित रॉबिन्सन. As thick as thieves, यानी very close friends who looked upon each other with suspicion. एक दूसरे पर संदेह करते हैं लेकिन बहुत ही करीबी मित्र है, वो होता है as thick as thieves. Correct option is D. तो 84, 88 हो गया B, 89A and 90D. Okay. Have you ever considered what it is to be successful as a human being? यानी S Q R P, S Q P R, R P नहीं है तो इसका what is it? What it is now? What it is name? तो इससे शुरू करते हैं. As a human being, have you ever considered what it is to be successful? तो R S Q P, R S Q P वो भी नहीं है तो बेस्ट ऑप्शन होंगे Have you ever considered what it is to be successful as a human being? तो यही तो थोड़ी देर पहले किया ना. Have you ever considered what it is to be successful as a human being? यानी S, Q, P and R. Yes, correct option is 1. 91 का A. अब दोबारा बता देता हूं. Have you ever considered what it is to be successful as a human being? तो हो गया S, Q, P, R. Number A. Many people today are willing to surrender to the idea that there is in all instances a single authoritative truth to be discovered and defended. तो करेक्ट आंसर हो गया S, Q, P, R. S, Q, P, R. Correct option is D, 92D. If you do not reflect and understand, if you do not reflect and understand, you will go endlessly. If you do not reflect and understand for yourself the implications of death, you will go endlessly from one preacher to another. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया Q, P, S, R. Q, P, S, R. Correct option is 2, 93B. A language represents a way of understanding the world, differentiating between things and relating them to one another. तो करेक्ट आंसर हो गया Q, P, S, R. Q, P, S, R. Number D, 94D. It is recognized that mathematics and mathematical thinking will be important for India's future. S, Q, R, P. S, Q, R, P. Number D. So 94D, 95D. The preparation of professionals in agriculture and veterinary sciences through programs integrated with general education will be enhanced sharply. The preparation of professionals S, Q नहीं है, S के बाद P, तो S, P, R, Q. एक बार दोबारा कर देता हूं. द प्रेपरेशन ऑफ प्रोफेशनल्स इन एग्रीकल्चर एंड वेटरनरी साइंसेस थ्रू प्रोग्राम्स इंटीग्रेटेड विद जनरल एजुकेशन विल बी एनहांस्ड शार्पली. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया एस पी आर एंड क्यू, एस पी आर क्यू. Correct answer is C, 96C. The issues raised by feminists and multiculturalists. I think आप लोग देख नहीं पा रहे हो. The issues raised by feminists and multiculturalists are certainly very important and should shift the way we think about politics. So SQPR. The issues raised by feminists and multiculturalists are certainly very important and should shift the way we think about politics. Correct option D, 97D. (98) Genetic modification is the science by which the genetic material of plant is altered, perhaps to make it more resistant to pests and enhance its nutritional value. तो correct option हो गया S, P, R and Q. SPRQ. Number B, 98B. Okay, the history of social reforms argue the need to understand the editors of the present work a much wider array of perspectives. नहीं, गलत, ये नहीं हो सकता. Okay, the editors of the present work argue the need to understand the history of social reforms from a much wider array of perspectives. Correct. So Q, S, R and P. Q, S, R and P. Correct option is 1, 99A. Pandita Ramabai was truly remarkable as a pioneer in women's education and as a champion of women's rights, for which she fought till the end. The R, S, Q and P. R, S, Q, P. Correct option is C, 100C. Idiom, a queer fish is a queer fish, बहुत ही strange है, अजीबोगरीब इंसान को कहते हैं. A good person, unlucky person. A queer fish is a very strange person. Eat like a bird, that means eat very little. Lock horns. Argue about something. जब आप हॉर्न्स लॉक कर देते हो तो किसी बात को लेके वाद विवाद होना. लॉक हॉर्न्स, आर्ग्यू अबाउट समथिंग. नंबर बी तो हो गया 101A, 102D, 103B. Early bird, first arrival. Be in the pink, to be very healthy. Be in the running in a good position to win a sea change, a complete change. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया 104 का डी, 105 का ए, 106 का सी, 107 का बी. A pearl of wisdom, an important piece of advice. 108C, be in the seventh heaven. सातवें आसमान में होने का मतलब होता है अत्यधिक खुश होना, to be extremely happy. Be in the red, जब आपके बैंक आपसे पैसा मांगते हैं क्योंकि आप उधार लिए हैं, उसको चुकाया नहीं, to owe money to a bank. 110A. So 108C, 109D and 110A. Counting your chickens, ये तब होता है when you are confident of being successful. 111A. The icing on the cake, which means giving extra benefit over a deal of a food. तो इसलिए correct option is B. A stitch in time. Stitch in time मतलब the timely action that prevents a negative outcome. 113D. At 6s and 7 तभी होते हैं जब आप confusion में होते हो, दुविधाओं में. A state of total confusion. 114C. Talking 20 to the dozen, which means that talking 20 to the dozen, talking too much, ज़्यादा, hurriedly and rapidly without making any sense. Talking 20 to the dozen. I like to go with talking 20 to the dozen. ज़्यादा हम लोग कहते हैं कि 20 to the dozen मतलब basically when you talk too much तब ऐसा होता है ज़्यादा बोलने पर. Under the weather तब होता है जब आप बीमार होते हो. That means unwell. So 113 हो गया D, 114C, 115B and 116D. To sit on the fence, जब आप तय नहीं कर पा रहे हो, to be undecided. Once in a blue moon, यानी ईद की चांद कभी कभार दिखाई देता है, rarely. Through thick and thin, यानी मुश्किल घड़ियों के बीच में, through difficult times. Like chalk and cheese, जिसका कोई मेल नहीं होता, very different from each other. 117 का हो गया C, 118 का हो गया C, 119 का हो गया 4 या D and 120 का हो गया A. Okay. There are many ways of dealing with intransigent customers, but perhaps the best way to agree with them without excessive argument. The correct option हो गया Q, S, P and R. Q, S, P, R. Number 2. B. 121B. India achieved remarkable economic development in the years following the landmark reform inaugurated via liberalization in the year 1991. दोबारा पढ़ ले रहा हूं. India achieved remarkable economic development in the years following the landmark reform inaugurated via liberalization in the year 1991. Correct option हो गया Q, P S and R. QPSR. Number 4, 122. The greatest moment in Indian Olympic history was the victory secured by the women's hockey team in the arena of sports, perhaps against Australia. Okay, the greatest moment in Indian Olympic history was the victory secured by women's hockey team against Australia in the Tokyo Olympics in the greatest moment in Indian Olympic history was the victory secured by the women's hockey team in the arena of sports, perhaps against Australia in the Tokyo Olympics. तो ये ऑप्शन बेस्ट और द ग्रेटेस्ट S, P, Q and R. SPQR, SPQR. Number A, 123A. Economic progress is determined in terms of GDP and GNP, which are the two major determinants for gauging the success of a nation. S, P, R, Q. SPRQ. Correct option is C. They can twist and shake their wobbly heads with the aplomb of a stage artist, mesmerizing the gullible into believing that they are not men of straw. Correct option हो गया R, P, S and Q. Correct option is B, 125B. The artistic facts of its visible modernity, of its rain-soaked verdure and इससे शुरू कर सकते हैं. On the one hand, there is the immense beauty of its rain-soaked verdure, and on the other, there are the artifacts of its visible modernity. The correct option हो गया R, P, Q and S. R, P, Q, S. Correct option is D, 126D. 127. The causes of extreme poverty are often rooted in the inequalities of social system. तो हो गया Q, R, P and S. Q, R, P and S. Correct option is A, 127A. You must judge a person by the way he behaves and not by the way he looks. तो हो गया R, P, Q and S. R, P, Q and S. 128A. Whenever in doubt, always opt for the option that causes the least discomfort to the greatest number of people. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया R, S, Q and P. R, S, Q, P. Number C, 129C. Faith and belief are our greatest defense brought by bad times against the despondency. S, R, P and Q. S, R, Q and P. Okay. Faith and belief are our greatest defense against the despondency brought by bad times. Correct. तो हो गया S, R, Q and P. Correct option is B, 130B. Once over to do something, once over means to do something quickly. To do something once over, to do something quickly. A bag of bones, यानी an extremely thin person, बहुत ही दुबला पतला इंसानों को देखकर देखना हड्डी बाहर से दिखाई देता है, लगता है एक बैग ऑफ बोन्स. तो 132B. मडी द वाटर मतलब काम को और जटिल बना लेना, परिस्थिति को जटिल बना लेना. टू मेक द सिचुएशन कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. नंबर 33D. 131A, 132B and 133D. To level with is to be honest. Show your hand, it means to tell people about your plans. To pull up, यानी to check oneself, खुद को रोक लेना. Be out of action, to become dysfunctional. Number C, 137C. Learning from the school of hard knocks, that means learning things through difficult experiences. 138D. Raise from hackles, यानी गुस्सा दिलाना. Raise some hackles का मतलब होता है गुस्सा दिलाना. To annoy. A man of letters, यानी a scholar in literature. तो 138 हो गया D, 139A and 140B. The Gupta Empire in India is represented through numismatic, archaeological and literary evidences of multiple kinds. नहीं, is Q. The Gupta Empire in India is represented through numismatic, archaeological, symbolic of peace and prosperity. Okay, the Gupta Empire is symbolic of peace and prosperity. Okay, the prosperity and literary evidence of multiple kinds. Yes, the Gupta Empire in India is represented through numismatic, archaeological, symbolic of peace and prosperity and literary evidences of multiple kinds. तो ये हो गया Q, R, P and S. Q, R, P, S. 141C. There are many ways to restructure the transportation system so that it provides mobility to everyone and not just the affluent section of the society. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया S, P, R and Q. S, P, R, Q. The correct option is 142 का C. The globe shows Earth's spherical shape and accurately displays spatial relationships between landforms and water bodies and comparative distance between locations. तो करेक्ट आंसर हो गया R, P, Q and S. Correct option is 143B. The function of the capillaries is to take nutrients, oxygen, and other materials to all the cells in the body and to take away their waste material. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया P, R, Q and S. करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया 144A. Her singing sounded pretty melodious even to someone with a tiny ear like mine. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया S, Q, R and P. S, Q, R, P. Correct option 145C. The government of India under the British was pro-capitalist, though it took some half-hearted steps to mitigate the sorry state of affairs in modern factories. Correct option is Q, R, S and P. Q, R, S and P. Correct option 146B. Economic policies were the prevalence of extreme poverty amongst its people Okay, a major characteristic of British rule in India, the major characteristic of British rule in India and the net result of British economic policies was the prevalence of extreme poverty among its people. तो correct option हो गया R, S, P and Q. R, S, P, R, S, Q and P. उल्टा कर दिया. R, S, Q and P. एक बार दोबारा रीड आउट कर देता हूं. A major characteristic of British rule in India and the net result of British economic policies was the prevalence of extreme poverty among its people. तो ऑप्शन हो गया R, S, Q, P. R, S, Q, P. Correct option is C, 147C. You can't judge a book by its cover. He doesn't look very intelligent, but you cannot judge a book by its cover. The correct option हो गया S, Q, P and R. S, Q, P and R. Correct option is A, 148A. Evidence of a crisis in party politics can be found in the decline in party party membership and partisanship, as well as in the rise of antipathy groups and movement. दोबारा पढ़ देता हूं. Evidence of a crisis in party politics can be found in the decline in party membership and partisanship, as well as in the rise of anti-party groups and movements. तो correct option हो गया R, Q, P and S. R, Q, P, S. Correct option is A, 149A. The provision of public goods and services can be regarded as a complex mixture of contributions from government, market and voluntary organizations. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो गया R, S, Q and P. R, S, Q, P. 150C. Overstep the mark. Overstep the mark. It means to upset someone by doing or saying more than you should. Overstep यानी हद पार करना. तो जब जाके आप कुछ ज्यादा ही बोल देते हो किसी को. पैल्सी वैल्सी फ्रेंड्स वो होते हैं जो बहुत ही करीबी मित्र होते हैं. गुड फ्रेंड्स. सो 152A, 151C and 152A. Open up Pandora's box. That means to do something that causes a lot of new problems that you did not expect. That means you've opened up Pandora's box. Pull your socks up. Pull your socks up का मतलब हो गया improve your work and or behavior. To get under somebody's skin, तो इसका मतलब होता है किसी को गुस्सा दिलाना. To annoy someone. Turn topsy-turvy. Turn topsy-turvy. इसका मतलब पूरी तरह से बदल जाना. To completely change something. किसी चीज को पूरी तरह से बदल देना. A clarion call is a strong request. That means a clarion call. जब मैं दोनों हाथों से रिक्वेस्ट करूं भाई कुछ कर दे मेरे लिए, मुझे कुछ कर दे. That means I'm giving a clarion call. A strong request to you. Number C, 157C. Fire in the belly. ये होता है पावरफुल एम्बिशन. जब आपकी एम्बिशन जो है महत्वाकांक्षा बहुत ही पावरफुल होता है तो आपके आग लगते हैं पेट में. फायर इन द बेली. कैसे भी उसको हासिल करना ही है. पावरफुल एम्बिशन. 158B. A hunky-dory situation. A hunky-dory situation is that situation there are no problems and people are happy. Hunky-dory situation, सब खुश मिजाज situation. That means there are no problems and people are happy. Give somebody a leg up. That means किसी को कामयाब बनाने के लिए मदद करना. To help someone to be successful. So 159B and 160D. So here I end all your questions for the last 4 years, 21, 22, 23, 24, 2021, 22, 23, 24 के सारे questions मैंने कंप्लीट करवा दिया. So if you choose to come and join CLC, you're most welcome. We are waiting for you to make you prepared for the upcoming NDA exams. Please come and join us. Thank you and have a nice day.